You can find this printable card on my website or use the printable template to design your own. I recommend using cardstock weight paper, which will make the tree sturdy enough to hold shape. At the end of the video, I will also show you how to make a 3D Christmas tree from scratch without using any templates. If you want, you can adjust the size of the tree when you print it out. Folding the tree into shape will be easier if you make creases along the lines that form the edges. Forming a crease in paper is called scoring. Although you can buy specific tools for scoring paper, it's just as easy to use things you have around the house. My favorite scoring tool is a small crochet hook, but I couldn't find it when I was working on this video. So I used a tapestry needle which has a blunt end. You want to flatten the paper along the score, not gouge the fibers. The edge of your scoring tool should be thin but not too sharp. Score between each side of the tree and between the tree edges and the white tabs. Personally, I find it easier to score the fold lines before cutting the tree from the sheet. Cut out the tree, leaving the tabs attached to the tree. Fold the tabs and sides. Glue one tab from the bottom of the tree to the side. I find it easier to start with the Labrador and Black Cat side of the tree, which has a tab along its side. I'm using a tacky glue here that's a bit thicker than regular school glue. It sets quicker. It's easier to draw the glue onto the inside edge than to put it onto the tab. Smooth the tab down and hold for half a minute or so until the glue is caught. Glue inside the remaining two edges, fold the tabs in place, smooth it down, and hold the edges in place until the glue catches. If you want to make the tree into a hanging ornament, glue a ribbon loop on the inside of the tree before you glue the sides shut. Reinforcing the end of the ribbon loop with tape will make it stronger. You can fill the trees with candy or small gifts and place them on each person's plate at the holiday table, or put the trees into their stockings. Let the glue of the first tab dry a bit before putting candy inside the tree. If you put too much inside the tree, the sides will bulge and it'll be hard to glue the tree shut. Wrapped candies are best, so there's no chance of getting glue onto the candy. You can attach name tags to the ribbon loops. You can print out the template and decorate the tree your own way. If you are going to draw with colored pencils or pens, it would be easier to decorate your tree while it's still flat. If you're going to glue decorations onto the tree, it would probably be easier to add them after the tree is folded and glued into shape. You can draw with glue and sprinkle glitter or flocking over the glue. If you have any old buttons or rhinestones, you can make them into tree toppers. Here's how to fold your own tree if you don't want to print one out or use a template. Start by folding a tab that will be wide enough so that you can glue it. Keeping the tab on one side, fold the paper into 3 triangles. Try to keep the sides even, but if the triangles don't end up perfectly even, don't worry about it. Snip a diagonal cut off the tab so that the paper won't be too bulky when you fold the top of the tree. The edges at the bottom of the tree are uneven. I measure from the shortest bottom edge to the top of the tree. I measure the same length down the opposite edge of the triangle and draw a line. Then I cut off the layers below. I'm going to add a bottom to this tree, so I want to know how wide each side is along its bottom edge. On this tree, the bottom edges of the triangle measure approximately 10 centimeters. I'll use that measurement after I glue the top of my tree together. As well as you can, trace around the bottom of the tree. This is more to mark where the folded edges will line up, especially if the width of the tree's triangles aren't that equal. The construction paper I'm using is a bit floppy, so I redrew the traced bottom with a ruler. The legs of the bottom triangle I just redrew are each approximately 11 centimeters, larger than the 10 centimeters that I measured earlier. I want this bottom triangle to fit inside the top of the tree, so I redraw it with each leg a bit shorter than 10 centimeters. Then I sketch tabs for each side of the bottom triangle. I cut out the bottom triangle, score the folds with a tapestry needle, and fold along the scores. Before I glue the tabs, I check to see how the bottom fits inside the top of the tree.